Silver Report Uncut. So there's some pretty big news coming out of Texas, and it's actually really big because we know we have this crushing problem. The state wants to control us all. We're losing freedom in the world, and they anticipate within a few short years, you're going to have no privacy and you're going to love it. So things could get really bad really fast. A really big problem we have are these central bank digital currencies. There were some also recent announcements going on with the Fed Now system, to essentially give every American an account. Think of it kind of like a Cash App thing. Every American would have an account. You would be able to, say at a yard sale, exchange digital dollars back and forth to each other instantly. And this is something that is kind of like a prequel to a central bank digital currency. So we're in serious trouble because then there's no transaction that's hidden. And then they can track everything we're doing, and that's very bad. So the Texas State Bullion Depository is something that was very good news going on just a few years ago. It was a state-backed bullion bank that you can buy bullion, you can hold it there, they will hold it for you and secure it for you. But it's getting even better because a lot of people have a hindrance when it comes to gold. They say, how can we use it? You know, gold is very valuable. Just a tiny little smidgen of gold is worth so much that it's not really usable for everyday transactions. So you need a digital use for it. So now we have the first state entity coming out and creating a digital currency backed by gold. There were some bills that were just submitted that will do just that. They're going to be creating a digital currency backed by gold, exchangeable by gold, and it will be gold that is held, audited, and secured by the Texas State Bullion Depository. Moving forward, this could be a definite, powerful counterparty against the Federal Reserve System, and it could be a threat. Another thing is it gives people the ability to use sound money. Around the world, there are many trade agreements taking place right now that are challenging the dollar status as the world reserve currency. The petrodollar status is what's held us in this secure place for such a long time because the entire world needs to buy dollars in order to transact and to sell or buy their oil. Now, there are very major players that consume a lot of oil, even larger players in the United States now, and they are busy making negotiations and deals to circumvent the US dollar. Also, sanctions and different actions taken by the US have been unfavorable by many countries, and so these large entities, major parts of the world, are now transitioning. Having a source of sound money would give Americans a safety net against the Federal Reserve System because whenever that tide moves out, we're all going to suffer. You think we're having an economic crisis now? Just wait till the entire world begins dumping dollars and all those dollars that are used around the world come home. Yes, you're going to greatly inflate the money supply and there's not going to be a lot of demand. Without foreign demand, the dollar's toast. So we need something that is stronger than the Federal Reserve System, which would be sound money. You can't print it. It's used around the world. It's accepted by all nations. And now it's moving on to the digital format. So I thank you, Texas. I hope this moves through. And by the way, make sure to subscribe here at Iron Grip Profits. I thank you guys. As always, stay free.